everyone, welcome to my channel, and hello if you are new here. My name is Summer and I am currently 8 weeks pregnant today. And besides dealing with the waves of nausea and definitely the tiredness, I now have a dilemma where last year my husband and I got married during the height of COVID, and it was a very small, intimate ceremony, and we didn't quite get the greatest pictures that we were hoping for. We got married up at Lake Tahoe, so we were hoping for beautiful sunset pictures, but the weather did not turn out that way. They did turn out very beautifully. I absolutely love my photographer, but we were definitely hoping for some different pictures and more pictures, and especially since we canceled our reception this year, we decided, okay, we're gonna do a photo shoot on Thursday. I didn't know, because of everything going on with trying to conceive, would I be pregnant at this time, but I am. And so I'm 8 weeks pregnant now, and the photographer would like me to wear my wedding dress again if I can. So we will see if I can fit into my wedding dress, and if not, it's just going to turn into an anniversary family photo shoot. I will have my younger 2 kids from the older 4, and then my son, and obviously my husband and myself, but we will see, and let's see if I can fit my wedding dress. It is now 8 weeks, one day, and obviously the next day, that I will spare you all the details, but long story short, no, I could not fit into my wedding dress, which I shouldn't be too surprised because I've gotten pregnant in between that time, and yeah, I can get the dress on, but I'm still like a good 6 inches from finishing the zipper from coming up. It's just, I'm sure my rib cage has expanded and my boobs, it just makes it impossible for the dress to fully get on. I realized when I got married, my waist was around 26.5 inches prior to having my son. So if you're keeping track of the timeline, we did have my son about a year before we got married. My waist was about a 25. So then I got pregnant with my son, and then, you know, dealing with, I wasn't concerned about the postpartum weight loss with him and nursing and trying to get ready for the wedding. I did get my waist down to about 26 and a half. And then after I lost my daughter at 16 weeks, my waist was around 29 inches. And then I, with working out and everything, I got it down to 27 and a half. I'm sure after this baby, if I'm diligent about working out and staying fit and everything, I can easily get it back to the 25-inch waist. I don't think it's impossible. I'm just not concerned about it at the moment. I'm still struggling with the energy, and now I'm having intense hunger to the point where I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and had to eat something. So cravings, I'm starting to notice a little bit more, are more specific. If it has to deal with lemons or pickles, I'm probably gonna want it. Yeah, I'm really hoping this hunger can be a little bit more normal, because it's getting to the point where last night when I was laying in bed, my stomach just hurt. And so I started to eat something, and my stomach was growling at me while I was eating, and I'm like, settle down, I'm feeding you, knock it off. But that's pretty much what's going on. I'm trying to find the energy to get today started, but it is a challenge. So I think I've got maybe 4 more weeks of this, hopefully less. I'm gonna get real TMI here. My system has really slowed down to the point that anytime I go number 2, I'm bleeding. and I no longer know what to do anymore. I'm taking Letrazole, I'm taking Colace, trying to make sure I keep up on my fiber. But here's the thing that I really need to be doing. I need to be moving more. I've been staying in bed so much that it's not helping my system, and it hurts. And it's scary, you know, when you go to the bathroom and you're bleeding. And I mean, I know baby's safe and nothing's wrong with baby, but the joys of pregnancy. And for dinner, I felt like a toddler, where I just didn't want to eat what was in front of me. And I was the one that made the meal. So I don't know, but what I ended up eating was some lemon meringue pudding and had some lemon water, because I'm apparently craving lemons and pickles. So sour things, citrus things, hanging in there, but that's where it is so far. Now I am just getting ready for the night, trying to clean up the house so I don't wake up to a mess in the morning. And also tomorrow I am keeping my promise that I'm actually going to be up and about and not doing this whole stay in bed, and even working from home, I'm staying in bed. So I really need to get out of that, but we'll see. So I'm all done getting ready for pictures, but we did have a little bit of a debacle with my son's outfit. Turns out he had put crayons inside his jeans, and now the whole load is yellow. So we got to go run to Target and pick up my other kids. But yeah, we have to run to Target and pick up another pair of pants for pictures, which, oh my goodness, never a dull moment. So we just got done with the photo shoot, and it was 2.5 hours up at a higher elevation than I'm used to, and I am exhausted. I don't feel well. It was definitely a lot harder on me than I imagined. I'm sure the pictures turned out great. He took us to fabulous locations. But yeah, trying to do a photo shoot for family pictures at 8 weeks pregnant, don't recommend. So now I'm going to get ready, go to bed, warm up because it was incredibly cold out there, and get to bed. So it is 8 weeks, 3 days, and I do not feel well at all. I am not wearing my ring anymore because last night I noticed I was swelling, and I tried to get my ring off and I was having difficulty. So just on the off chance that I continue to swell, I figured I'll play it safe, take the rings off, and I do have a little rubber ring that I can wear in place of it. But I'm just trying to get myself ready for today because my husband and I are supposed to have our first date night tonight in like months. And we got a sitter, everything. And I just feel so awful. I know I should have gotten more sleep last night. I only got like 5.5 hours, but when you don't feel well, I mean, you can't control that. And so between the whole irregularity and I'm like, when I bleed from the irregularity, it's enough that if it was coming from the pregnancy side, I would worry about the health of the pregnancy. And so I called my OB's office, but because I haven't officially been transferred over, they told me to reach out to my RE. So I'm waiting to hear back from my RE because I'm taking Citracil, I'm taking Colace, sometimes twice a day. And the only other thing is, I guess I can drink even more water, and I could probably work out. But when you don't feel good, you don't want to move. So I do have to say though, my husband is absolutely wonderful. Like today he's done so much to help me out because he knows I don't feel well. And I totally appreciate it. And it just, I'm in awe because when like I'm laying in bed and trying to work from home and everything, he's like, do you need me to pick this up for you and everything? And the OB's office did give me a couple other ideas to help with the irregularity. They told me milk of magnesia or Miralax. So he's even going to go to the grocery store and pick that up after he's already been to the grocery store because we had to pick up some other stuff. So he's making this as a special trip for me. And I just super appreciate it. On top of everything that he's doing, he cleaned out the dryer because our son had put a crayon in his pocket, messed up some of his clothes, and so he cleaned out the dryer to try and get all the remaining crayon out so that we can do laundry. And that's something I don't feel like I could have done right now, because in order to clean out the drum of the dryer, I'd have to stick my head in there, and my sense of smell is so sensitive right now that even if I'm just using dish soap, I cannot handle it at the moment. So I'm hoping I feel better so that we can enjoy our date night tonight. So I got myself put together and now we're on our way to our date. So So it is now the evening on 8 weeks, 5 days. So date night was wonderful, but the ride back after having a wonderful dinner and the ride back was a little bit windy, and I was feeling okay. It's just maybe I should avoid trips up to the lake and the windy roads until morning sickness is over, because it definitely does challenge me, because I'm just, the motion, the jarring and everything with tied in with the nausea, it's just a little bit much right now. But I had a wonderful evening with my husband, absolutely loved it. I didn't record on Saturday because we went up to the water park, which was really nice because I noticed that in the morning before we got started at the park, I wasn't feeling that great. I had a headache and it just didn't feel good. But I noticed as the day went on and I'm out in the sun and just relaxing in the water, we were on like the lazy river, and we took our 2-year-old on the little kiddie pool lagoon. That was actually very nice. Stayed hydrated, and I enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to when we can go back again. So those types of activities I can absolutely handle, but they definitely did wipe me out for the rest of the evening because we slept so good. As far as today, everything's been pretty uneventful, mostly been pretty quiet, and I I am still struggling with the whole constipation thing. I took Miralax on the evening of the date night, and no, I took milk of magnesia on the night of our date night, and that was definitely rough. I'd never taken milk of magnesia before, but that definitely cleared me up, and I wasn't quite prepared for that, and so I definitely had a sleepless night. So that might have been why on Saturday when we went to the water park I had a headache, because I just hadn't gotten much rest. However, what I am doing today at least is I was tracking my macros, tracking my fiber, and I'm not sticking to like a strict macro schedule. Mostly what I want to focus on is making sure I'm getting enough fiber and also getting at least 80 grams of protein a day. So if I'm getting that, then I feel good. But I also do want to start getting a little bit more active. I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about doing that yet. I don't know if it's just going to be making sure I get more steps in and, you know, walking around, but I'll figure that out. So mostly it's just trying to stay aware of that, because as far as like my belly bump, I feel like I've definitely popped out. So either that's bloating or just, I don't know. But it's a little bit interesting that it kind of feels like it happened overnight, just around like 8 weeks. But baby's supposed to be about the size of a jelly bean, and then this upcoming week it's supposed to be about the size of a green olive. So I'll be excited about that, and I'm excited about the ultrasound on Thursday to see where everything is, but I'll keep you guys posted. Hey everyone, so I am now 8 weeks, 6 days, and I've actually been feeling really good today. But there's one thing that I noticed that I feel like I've ballooned out. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of a bump update. It's gotta be bloating. It has to be, because I'm looking at my weight. My weight hasn't really changed that much. So it's just gotta be bloating, and I don't really know what to fix that, but I guess it's a good thing. I ordered a maternity swimsuit so that I can feel more at ease now during the summer. That, especially with this being my 8th pregnancy, it just amazes me how quickly I am showing. But I'll show you guys that I'll be 9 weeks tomorrow, but compared to what I was last week, that to me is a big jump. So I measured my waist and it's like about 30.5 inches. So definitely felt like this came up overnight, but overall I got a lot done today. So my energy is slowly returning and I'm feeling really good. So that is my 8-week update. Please like this video if you did, and subscribe for future updates, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. And if you're following this journey along with me and you're pregnant too, please feel free to say hi as well. So, well, until next time, bye guys.